Now it's time for recapitulation of the chapter. Question number 1. How is Mukesh different from other bangle sellers in Firozabad? Other bangle sellers in Firozabad, they have lost their hopes, they have lost their dreams, and the only thing they wish to do or they can do is following their ancestral occupation, that is making bangles, making glass bangles. But Mukesh is different from them as he dreams of being a motor mechanic. He dreams of being something else than what is being imposed on him. He wishes to be a motor mechanic, he wishes to learn how to repair cars, and he wishes to drive a car someday. So we see here that he has not lost the ability to dream and to voice his opinion. Therefore, he is different from other bangle sellers in Firozabad. Question number 2. Whom does Anis Young blame for the plight of these bangle makers? Now we see that two people, or rather two systems, are blamed for the plight of these bangle makers. First is the family of these children. The family is already, they are caught in the web of their own superstitions, their tradition which they cannot leave, the web of their poverty, and also they are caught in the caste system. So if you belong to a particular caste, you have to do certain things and you cannot do certain things. So all these things, they do not allow the family members, they cannot move out of this occupation, and they cannot even let their children out of their occupation. Second thing is the system that is there outside. The police, the middlemen, the bureaucrats, the politicians, together they have formed a cobweb, and these people are caught in those cobwebs. Even if they wish to get out of this occupation, or if they want to establish any occupation or any business independently, the police, these middlemen, these local people, they will not allow them to do so. Because what happens, the middlemen, what do? They take the bangles from these bangle sellers and they sell these bangles at high rates in corporate markets. Now, if these bangle sellers have direct access to the market, these middlemen will stop earning the money which they are used to. Therefore, they don't want these people to establish any kind of organizations or cooperatives. So these two things, internally and externally, these bangle sellers are torn, and therefore they cannot escape this harsh reality of their lives. Third question, who is Mukesh? What is his dream? Mukesh is a boy, he is a child who belongs to one of the poor families who makes bangles in the city of Firozabad. His dream is different from the people living in Firozabad. Unlike other people who are content with making bangles and following their ancestral occupation, Mukesh, he wants to do something else. He wants to let himself free from this trap, and he wants to be a motor mechanic and learn how to drive a car. Is it possible for Mukesh to realize his dream? Of course, it is possible for Mukesh to realize his dream, but this realization will be very, very difficult. He has n number of hurdles to cross before he can realize his dream. First comes his family. His family, they say that this occupation has been given to them by God, therefore they should not leave it. Second thing is their caste or the socio-economic strata from where they belong. They are expected to follow the same occupation. Third thing, the vicious web, the chain that is there, middlemen, policemen, politicians, they won't allow him to escape this trap. So to realize his dream, Mukesh has to set himself free, and for that he has one weapon in his hand, that is getting educated. Unless and until he gets himself educated, it is quite tough for him to do so. Mention 2 hazards of working in a bangle factory. Eyesight is damaged because of the dust, glass dust. Respiratory problems can be there. Hygiene is not maintained. Dingy cells are there. So all these health hazards are there. Last question. Why does the author say that bangle makers are caught in a vicious web? So vicious web here refers to the web of poverty, the web of caste, the vicious circle of all these peoples like sahukars, middlemen, policemen, keepers of law, bureaucrats and politicians. So all these elements are scattered around a web and they are not allowing Mukesh to get out of his job and do something else in his life. If you have any query, you can post your queries in the comments section given below. Your queries will be addressed as soon as possible. Thank you.